हो रहा है। काकोली जी, सुझाव आपका आ गया और नोट हो गया आपका। काकोली जी, आप शुरू करें।
इतना चिल्लाता है। How do you speak when he's shouting so much?
आप बैठ जाइए, आप बैठ जाइए। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
My God, he's going on. Thank you, Madam Chairperson. As I rise in support of the demand for grants for the Ministry of Rural Development. We live on today, dreaming for a better tomorrow. But what do we dream on? To quote the renowned statesman we all know, we've heard of, Winston Churchill, while he was encouraging the Allied forces towards fighting the enemy, he said, we shall fight them in the air, we shall fight them in the sea, and we shall fight them on land. And then he covered the mouthpiece of the microphone and said, fight with what? Empty beer cans? So that is the relevant question today. What do we fight on? Do we fight on empty stomachs? Nearly 72% of our population still today is rural. And even today, in spite of laudable efforts on the part of our government, bringing forward schemes like Antyodaya Yojana, Annapurna Yojana, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, millions of people are going hungry in the country. And this is proven by recent happenings that took place in the state of Uttar Pradesh of Pratapgarh, where there was some person who wanted to give out food to the poor people. They thronged in hundreds and thousands, and a stampede followed, killing hundreds of people. This is the state of affairs in the country today. So the requirement today is formation of a very correct below poverty line list, by which we can identify those people who are living below the poverty line. They require food today. Now what I would like to draw your attention to is that we need development in the form of science and technology. We need development in the form of information technology, and our great nation, India, is soaring ahead. But I would like to point out that during the last few decades, population of the country has been increasing at the exponential growth rate for more than 2%. Land surface has not been. We have to take care of this very urgent issue. People cannot thrive on cement, on steel. We have to need food. And because of that, we have to take care of the fertile lands of our nation. Like our beloved late Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi ji pointed out, that for every rupee meant for the poor person, only 15 paisa reaches him. Today, I think it is much less than that. So the monitoring system has to be stepped up. Accountability has to be looked into. Not only the Baimaru states of Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan or Uttar Pradesh, now West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh has joined the fray, where people are going hungry. The hunger index is very high, and we cannot attain anything on a hungry stomach. So we have to take care of looking after our land, and we have to stop taking land from the farmer by force. That is what I mean is, a young member, an honorable member of this very house had to go on to fast for 26 days to stop forceful land acquisition in our state of West Bengal. What she was trying to point out is the land surface of our country and the whole world is not increasing, whereas the population is. So we must take care of our land surface. We must have research so that we can give rise to high-yielding crops. We have to take care of the crops, and we have to also initiate irrigation. We don't have any provision in the MPLAD to provide irrigation, and many parts of our country lack in irrigation, and that has to be taken serious care. And I wish the Honorable Minister should pay attention to this, that irrigation has to be stepped up for more crop to be grown, more people to be fed, more hungry mouths to be satisfied. Besides this, the laudable efforts of the government to start the schemes of the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana has to be monitored carefully. I do agree completely with an honorable member, Mr. Majumdar, who said that the money being given is completely pilfered and laundered. I agree, he's coming from West Bengal. It is his government there in West Bengal who is taking this money from the central government and not giving it to the poor people to build the roads. I have brought out a scheme by
कृपया शांत रहें. बोलिए.
I wish to draw the attention of this august house through you, madam, that I have combined in my constituency the
Honorable
Gramin Sadak Yojana.
Honorable member, please. कृपया आप बैठें. आप मेंबर को बोलने दीजिए. कृपया आप बैठिए. आप बैठें कृपया करके.
Hands in the pants.
बोलिए कब. आप भी बैठ जाएं.
You see, I would like to draw your attention to a new scheme that I have formulated in my constituency. You know, up till now, what we had is
Please
the
keep
workers
quiet.
who were getting the jobs for 100 days in the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. They were just cutting mud and throwing it on the side of the road. There are millions of roads, and because of poor connectivity, we have to look at it holistically. Due to poor connectivity, food is not reaching some of the poor people in the last villages. Medical facilities is not reaching them. In our country, every minute we lose a person to tuberculosis. Every 5 minutes, we lose a mother to childbirth related causes. Another mother, every 5 minutes we lose due to cancer of the cervix. And this is happening because we cannot reach the medical facility to her when it is required. It is not that doctors don't want to go. It is because the roads are not there, which will take the doctors or the ambulance to the patient and bring her back. The primary health centers are not well equipped to take care of a bleeding mother when she is dying, bringing a life into this earth. So the holistic approach that we want to have and suggest is, along with a very laudable effort of having the Rajiv Gandhi Gramin Vidyutikaran Yojana, we have to build every road towards the village, towards the last man and woman, towards the last house in the last village. To this house, I would like to point out, I have made a new scheme in which I have combined the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act along with MPLAD. The villagers themselves are building their own roads. First, they cut the mud and draw it up in the form of a rural mud road. Once the mud road is complete, MPLAD is sanctioned to make it blacktop so that ambulance can reach to the last person. And then in the next phase, I have already sanctioned quite a few mobile dispensaries equipped with operation tables, light and a doctor's facility, so they can take care of these sick women and men and children in the last village. As far as education is concerned, a World Bank report in 2008 said that only 25% of teachers are absent.
Please sit down. Please sit down. Good suggestions are coming. Please sit down.
25%
Please sit down.
of teachers
That's how conclude it now.
in
Please
rural
conclude.
schools. So what I would like to draw your attention to is that monitoring
Please
and
sit down.
accountability will have to be implemented
Please conclude now.
strictly, so that the money that is going from the center to the different states is properly utilized. And I do hope that the grant and the demand for grant is met with.
It is the ruling of the chair. Please sit down. Shri Poonam Prabha.